August 2025, Sitka, Alaska. The Coast Guard stands ready at the edge of America's last frontier. When the call comes in, there's no hesitation.
Okay, here's the situation. We just got an urgent distress call from a sinking container ship 30 miles offshore. Weather's really bad, as you can see, so this is really going to test us. There's a lot of people on that ship, which is why we're sending out 2 choppers and 2 rescue swimmers. Element will be in the lead helo, and I will be in the second. We'll check comms after engine start. Other than that, any questions?
No, sir.
All right, let's get to work. On you. All right, walk around complete. Let's hop inside and get it started up. Jesus. All right, we'll start off by getting the battery turned on. So battery on. There we go. We'll also get some of our interior lights on here. There we go. Very nice. We got our air source to APU in the down position. Our APU fuel boost pump to on. We'll check the center pedestal fuel boost pumps, which for whatever reason they do require to be on. And we got our APU controller on. And let's start up our APU. Alright, APU is up and APU gen is on. Let's get our screen turned on. All 4 screens are going to come on. There we go. Very nice. Let's go to our center pedestal again and we'll get our computer power, our EGI power 1 and 2 on, and our mission power and ISD power turned on. Back up to the top, we'll get our utility hydraulic pumps turned on, and we'll set our barometric pressure here, which is 299.2 today, and make sure we uncage our standby ADI. We'll get our SAS1, SAS2 trim, and we'll cycle the autopilot, get our stabilator auto control turned on, and now we are ready for engine starts. Get our engine ignition to norm, double check that we are clear on the right and clear on the left for prop start. Or rotor start, I should say. We got our 1 and 2 fuel selectors set to transfer, and we'll start up with engine 1. Radio check 345.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got you loud and clear. Copy.
All right, I got you, Lima Charlie 555. All right, we're all set over here. We're ready.
Give me 30 seconds.
Copy 30. All right, let's get our windshield wipers on. This is going to be a pretty tricky little search and rescue mission with this weather. All right, wipers are on. Let's get our map up here.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, 2 is ready. On you. By the way, let's keep it slow around no more than 150 knots.
Copy that. No more than 150.
All right, let's come up. There we go. Man, I love this helicopter. I don't want to lose sight of him. I think we already lost sight of him. Did we already lose him? Yeah, my visibility is so bad. I got visual.
Bro, came in a little quick.
A little fast. Continue en route. I'm gonna follow you.
Copy that. Continuing en route.
You got your Christmas lights on, right?
Hey, firm.
Oh my god, this is completely IFR. Oh my god. Wow, I just got crazy disoriented just now.
Just saw. You're good. I'm off you. Oh, I'm getting crazy turbulence.
Oh Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. Yeah, I may not be able to, like, honestly fly with you. I'm gonna have to just do my own thing here, because I have complete zero visibility. Can't see anything. If you can see me, just follow me, I guess.
Copy that, I'll follow you.
I'm completely IFR right now. Wow. Like I've flown IFR so much in like fixed wing, but it is terrifying to do in a helicopter. Bro, this is terrifying. I might have a break here in the clouds for a short bit. And it looks like, yep, finally got a break. I finally got a break in the clouds.
Cool, cool. I have a pretty big break right now. It's pretty clear for me.
Yeah, I have a really good opening right now. I have a really good visual now. Finally, that was terrifying, bro. Alright, I got eyes on you. I got visual.
Perfect.
Alright, let's speed up. Alright, weather's looking pretty good where we are right now, but sadly where we're going, up ahead of us, the search area up ahead of us looks pretty dark and grim. I'm hoping that the search area is before that next supercell of thunderstorms, so we'll have to see. Obviously those storms could also move in on us while we're in the middle of searching. The water is pretty high right now, so it's gonna be definitely a challenging rescue with the hoist. Alright, actually, hold on, break. I have eyes on the container ship, 12 o'clock.
Yep, I've got eyes on the container ship as well.
Alright, we're approaching the tanker in distress. Over there on our right is actually our support Coast Guard ship. Should we need to have any issues, we can land on that ship. But you can see there is smoke coming from that container ship, and it looks like it is sinking, so we gotta hurry and get the hoist ready. I'm gonna go and get the door open in the back. Actually, let's go over here to door, and we'll do right main door. That door is now open. Alright, I'll follow you into the right orbit.
Copy that.
Alright, man, look at this massive container ship. Probably billions of dollars of cargo about to sink to the bottom of the ocean. Alright, situation is we are on scene. We do have the container ship sinking. I do see survivors in what looks to be life rafts down there. The other search and rescue ships are actually recovering some of those life rafts. We currently have our other...
Yep, got eyes, and I'm starting to hover your target.
Yep, our other chopper going in for his first pickup. Copy, tally. So we'll just stay above so we can find... Look at all those little life rafts down there. Man, there must have been a ton of people in that ship.
Alright, got one on board, moving up.
Copy that.
Yep, got injured crewman on board and I'm returning to a hover for you. Sorry, orbit for you.
Copy that. I am again on the east of the container ship at 300 feet. I'm gonna make my approach in from the southeast.
Copy that. I'll be orbiting counterclockwise starting here in the southeast, going north.
Copy that.
And I got visual on you.
Alright, it's our turn to roll in. Let's go ahead and go to the overhead here and get our hoist ready. Our door's already open. And you see where the smoke is? We should be expecting to pick up a survivor right there. So we'll make our approach kind of from this angle here because as you can see the smoke is kind of coming this way. So FYI, we do have, it looks like a pretty large storm sail coming in from the southwest about 5 miles out.
Copy that. We should probably get going, so make a rescue quick then.
Absolutely. I'm approaching now.
No pressure.
No pressure. There's always pressure. Alright, here we go. Kind of slide in like this. Want to get down to around 50 feet, just above 50 feet, so our hoist can actually reach the ground or the water. And I'll have to get over, get in a hover just above the raft. Thankfully, the MH60 has a really cool, nice hover feature that makes hovering a lot easier. I do see the survivor in the water on that raft right there. So I want to get right above him and activate hover mode. Alright, there he is. He's waving his arms. We're just above it. Let's go ahead and activate that. Okay, I'm having some sort of issue with my... It would have to be me, right? I'm having an issue with my crew hover mode. Is not working, so we're gonna have to do this manually, it looks like, which is fine. Hey, we trained for this. Alright, let's go ahead and lower the hoist.
Hoist coming down.
Hoist coming down, confirmed.
Lower altitude to 50 feet.
Alright, we're at 80, we'll come down a few.
Cable down. Lower altitude to 50 feet.
We gotta back, I think we're too far. Come on. Oh, there he is, right there. Come on, get a little closer. Alright, that's good. Hold steady right there. Don't move. We got 4 seconds. Uh-oh. We screwed up. Oh, these waves are high. Alright, we gotta stay here, right in this position. Don't move. Don't move. There we go. Raise the hoist.
Survivors coming up. Raising hoist.
Alright, there we go. Alright. Patient is on board. Hoist successful. We are ready for RTB.
Copy that. Heading 096, heading RTB.
Alright, got eyes on you. Go ahead and head direct.
Heading direct.
There he is.
Steady.
Alright, we're just going to head back to the Sitka Air Station where we'll have an ambulance pick up our patients and take them to the local hospital here. Had a nice successful hoist. It was definitely challenging with the winds and the waves and everything going on, but not too bad, not too bad. This particular helicopter makes rescues like this, which would usually be extremely challenging, pretty easy. Just the way that the stabilizer and everything like that works, and the autopilot works. It just makes it so much easier to do hovering and precise flying. And I did have an issue with getting my crew hover to work, because there is a mode you can activate where basically it'll just hover on its own on autopilot. For whatever reason, I could not get that to work, so I had to kind of do a manual hover. So, which is, again, isn't too bad. It's not too hard to hover this aircraft, even without that system. So, thankfully, I was able to still pick up the patient in a good amount of time before the really bad weather got in there. So now we're RTB. All right, we are making our approach back into the Sitka Coast Guard Air Station. We'll be landing second. Get slowed down here. There's a runway right there. And then the Coast Guard station on the left. Alright, slow it down, slow it down. Alright, he's going to turn left. We'll allow him to land first, and we'll come in and land afterwards. Nice little hover landing, I guess you could call it. So basically just kind of follow him in. We will be landing in the same spot we took off from. So what I'll probably do is kind of put myself in a bit of an orbit overhead while he situates himself. Don't want to take too long though. We do have injured patients on board, and they need to get to higher medical treatment fast. So we'll take a landing at spot 1. Watch out for any light poles or anything like that over here. There he is. Nice landing. Okay, all right, let's go and make our approach here. Look at those waves. I'm gonna kind of get over these trees here. Flip around. Alright, 2 making the approach. Watch out for these trees. Alright, here we come. Here we come. Thankfully the weather cleared up here. Still windy, but visibility is way better than when we took off. Way better. Come on with the butter. Let's go.
Beautiful.
Alright, we are down. Alright, good job, man. We'll go ahead and get our patients off of here, shut her down, and good job.
From the Gulf of Alaska to the Bering Sea, the men and women of the Coast Guard stand watch. Always ready. They sacrifice so others may live.